Hey everybody, welcome to day 2 of the New Year Challenge. To anybody who came yesterday and it wasn't there, I'm really sorry. Had some huge technical difficulties down in South Beach, but I'm back at the home studio in the lab, and I can do this the way that I normally do it. And I promise you, we'll still get through all 4 days this week. Just make sure you click the subscribe button, or join the Facebook group so that you can see them all. I have decided that I'm going to go live everywhere, every day, just to help more people, because some people don't want to join the Facebook group or things like that. But hey, whatever works works. So that's what I'm here to do. So we're going to jump right into day 2. So let's get started. So what have we done so far? Of course, again, like we said, now building that foundation for our resolutions, it may feel unnecessary or at the very least a challenge, but if done correctly, it will prevent you from self sabotaging your process and progress throughout the year. So please, please, please do not forget to, number one, go through the exercise where you forgive yourself of your past failures. If you did not see the first video, please go back and watch the first video so that you can go through these things and set that foundation that you need. Get your APOC. If you don't know what an APOC is, it's an accountability point of contact. And you really want to establish that early in the game, so they're even there to help you in the foundation of what you're doing. And develop a manual workspace. It's my fancy way of saying get a pen and paper, not digital. You want it to be manual. So let's get right into it. All right. So now, creating this resolution. Yesterday we laid the foundation. Today we're going to get right into the creation of the resolution. The best way is to start with things you know you should be doing. Throughout the past year, or over the course of many years, there are probably things that you said, I really need to this, or I really wish that I could this. And these are likely things that would improve your business culture, your finance, your image. And since you often have expressed a desire to complete these tasks, you have a higher chance of seeing them through to the end. Even if you've only wished for some of these things internally, you have a better chance of succeeding because there is a desire there. And I'm going to go through what we talked about yesterday really quickly when it comes to opportunity-based solutions and get into a little more detail with them. Again, these are resolutions that cause you to grow and leverage your current strengths. These are meant to propel you forward. Some examples of these: I will expand our offerings. We will contribute to more causes I believe in. I will grow my team and delegate more. The company will create a culture of learning. We will seek out and establish profitable partnerships and collaborations. Again, all of these are opportunity-based solutions that help you to leverage the things you already have in place or the things that you're good at. Next, we actually move to problem and solution-based resolutions. These help to overcome weaknesses and resist threats. These solutions help you to plug holes within your organization to help right your ship, and they help you to make necessary changes in the culture of your business. Now, I will improve my social media presence. If your social media presence is lacking, then that means you have a problem, and you can make a solution-based resolution. As CEO or owner, I will get focused and become more productive. Sometimes as owners of companies, as entrepreneurs, we can get distracted. That is a problem. We want to put things in place to help eliminate those distractions. I'll become a better communicator. That speaks for itself. I will submit to an APOC. Again, you want to know what an APOC is, go back to the first day video. So it's an accountability point of contact. And we say we don't just find one, we don't just get one, we submit to that person. And of course, one of the big ones is we will reduce costs. So what I want you to do right now is let's take a break. Going to do a really quick 2-minute commercial break. And during this time, while the video is playing in the background, write down up to 10 resolutions. You don't have to, if you don't get them all down in the 2 minutes, that's fine. but be very thoughtful in them. While you're doing this, categorize them as opportunity based or problem solution based. You do not have to worry about how many are opportunity versus problem solution. So if you think you need to get 5 and 5, you don't. It's whatever comes to your mind right now. Think about the things that you've said over the past few years that you wish you could do, or even times you started something and didn't quite finish it. Go ahead and put those down and remember how we wrote them. We're just talking about the opportunity or the problem solution that you want to fix. Now, be sure as you're writing to skip a few lines between each resolution because there will be some changes and additions as we move forward. We're building out the resolutions. We're not just writing them, but we're building them out, right? So now, yes, a word from our sponsor. Yep, I'm out here in Las Vegas, the home of VegasBusinessRetreat.com, April 17th through the 21st. I'm at a place where people normally come and they bet on sports, they bet on dice, they bet on roulette table, all these places. But I want to invite you to bet on yourself. April the 17th through the 21st. Join myself, Black Phoenix Manager Group, a host of other entrepreneurs and special guests where we're going to give you the chance to, number one, escape from the regular hustle and bustle of business and be out here in a place that was built from the ground up, the same way that you're building your business. So I'm inviting you to come. Check out VegasBusinessRetreat.com and learn what you could learn. This is for entrepreneurs who are serious about growing your business, serious about taking your stuff to the next level. Not just all fun and games. We're here to learn. We're here to build you up, build each other. You're gonna love it. Of course, it's free usher tickets. You get to see that too. But it's really about you going to the next step. It's really about you taking advantage of being around other entrepreneurs who are doing some of the same things that you're doing, going through some of the same things that you're going through, and have the opportunity to learn how to grow. Whether you want to invest more, get partnerships more, get access to capital, build your business credit. So many things we're going to be going over these 4 intense days. And yes, we're going to have some fun. Like we said, there's excursions out here. We're going to give everybody a ticket to go see Usher. There's a lot that we'll be able to do, but most importantly, it will change your business. Come and bet on yourself. Come and bet on the things that you know that you can do, that you're good at, that you've been building and trying and pushing, and all it takes is one thing to go over the top. I know you've heard about people who go on these amazing trips and go to these amazing conferences and they learn so much and they come back so motivated. This is one of those. You want to be there. You do not want to miss this. So I'm looking forward to seeing you April the 17th through the 21st. We only have 20 seats. It's not for everybody. It's only for those who are serious about growing their business. Serious. You get out here and we're going to make it happen for you. All right, all right. So I know many of you will want to take advantage of that. So moving forward, we want to create so that statements. So that statements are very key, especially when we're talking about business resolutions. This isn't just, you can use these in your personal life, but it's primarily we're using these for business resolutions. And so that statements are essentially statements that when writing out the resolution, you don't just want to leave it at what you desire to do. You need to tie that action to a so that statement. A so that statement gives your resolution purpose, a reason for it to exist and be achieved. It turns that resolution into a goal, right? So that statements, they will help your team, you get into your staff, partners, consultants, anyone who comes on board to better grasp the vision that you have and understand the goals that you're trying to reach. So it's not just inside of you, it actually is on paper. Now, by clearly outlining the purpose of each resolution, everyone understands the spirit of the goals in place, not just the letter. There have been many times when I've come into a place and they have their goals that they would like to achieve. And as we begin to dig deeper and find out the so that, it gives me an expectation so that when I'm working with you and I'm building something for you, or I'm doing the consulting, or doing the coaching, I have your real goal in mind. And we're not just stuck to where you want to be, but it's also the reason why. And it helps to give us strength when we're moving forward with working with you. So here's some examples using some of the resolutions we had before. I will improve my social media presence so that I can engage more with my customers and build relationships. I will submit to an APOC so that I can get honest feedback about how I'm performing and receive help to stay on track with my goals and build confidence in the skills that I'm learning. We will reduce costs so that our resources can be used more efficiently and effectively, and our profit margins will increase. Right? So that's how you really want to write them. So I want you to think about that. So take the resolutions you've already done, and again, during this next commercial break, this is our final commercial break, I want you to add the so that statements to your resolutions. Now, and when you're writing these out, be very thoughtful in them in how they fit into your vision, what it is in your vision that you want to come forth from each of these goals as you create your so that resolutions. All right. So now for our final commercial break. I want you to have profit. My program, Profit Before Pain, helps you to put money in your pocket so that you can actually have that motivation to keep going. So many times we quit and we stop our businesses because we haven't experienced the profit that we want. I'm the type of person, I've been through it. This is what I've used to launch both of my businesses. I had a photography business. I used this same program, made $3,000 the first week. I launched where I'm also an ethical hacker, and I launched my ethical hacking classes where I teach people how to protect themselves online, and I made $5,000 my first time going live with it, and continuously made $20,000 the first month. So I'm telling you, this works. That is my solution. And in my 4-day to launch program, you work with myself, you work with my team. We use our templates, our methodologies to get you off the ground. You're in the room with other entrepreneurs who want to help you. Now, I'm telling you, you may be hesitant, but I don't want you to be in the same position next year where you haven't started fulfilling your dreams. You haven't started doing what you want to do. You haven't started doing what you want. We don't want you to experience this pain again. Let's get you making this money. Let's be real. That's what it's about. You want to be able to make an honest living. So click the link below, sign up. Let's get to work and come to my webinar. Let's see how this works. We can work together. And as I've said before, I will be your 7th customer. You go through my program and we get you a viable offer that I help you develop. I'll be your 7th customer. Even if it's something that I'll never use in my life, I will still purchase it and give it to somebody else. So let's go. 4dayslaunch.com. Let's make it happen. Are you the person who's been thinking about starting their business forever? You know, you have an idea, you have something on your mind and your heart that you've been wanting to do for so long, but you just haven't got it off the ground. Well, I'm Carl Gray, and I'm a business launch specialist. My job is to help you to get that business off the ground and get you making money quick. Yes, so that is my most successful program, 4 Days to Launch, which is now automated. If you go to 4dayslaunch.com, we have drastically reduced the price for a limited time, and you have the opportunity to launch, whether it's your business, a program, a new product that you have. You have the opportunity to launch that, and you know we've seen so much success with so many of our clients going through that program. So I'm inviting you to do so. At the end of this, of course. All right. So now what we want to do is convert your resolutions into SMART goals. I know people have heard about SMART goals forever, and we want to see how we use them to develop our resolutions. As we're going into the new year. We're already in the new year, but moving forward in the new year. So what we do is, let's talk about it a little bit. Is a resolution different from a goal? What do you think? Yay, nay, somewhere in the middle? Well, let's talk about it. The answer is yes and no. So it is different, and it's also not different. A resolution can be a goal, and when properly written, it will look a lot like a goal. However, it's not limited to just goals. A resolution can be a goal, but it can also entail a change in focus or direction in your business. For instance, if your business is brick and mortar and you want to move into direct sales or a more digital space, A properly developed resolution can help you to get there. Also, a resolution can be qualitative and or cultural. We will focus more on personal and professional development, or we can encourage a better work-life balance. These can be even personal to you as the CEO slash boss of the company, since everything starts at the top. Let's get right into smart resolutions and goals. Now, what we want to do is add more meat to our resolutions, making them smart. This is why one of the reasons why we said put some space in between each one of your resolutions, because we're going to keep adding to them and flesh them out real strong. So remember, you want this to be specific. It needs to be narrow enough for effective planning. Again, sometimes we make these really lofty goals and we're not able to plan to them because they're too ambiguous in their definition. You want it to be measurable. Again, have a definitive metric to prove progress and evaluate, even in your qualitative resolutions. This often includes adding a quantitative measurement. Yes, a number. And we'll get deeper into how those work, and I'll show you some examples of even what we're doing this year. Attainable. While you want your resolutions to challenge you, you still want to be sure you can reasonably accomplish them. Relevant. They must align with your business's vision and long-term goals. You don't want to have a resolution that won't matter 5, 10 years from now, or won't even matter 5, 10 months from now. You want it to be very relevant and aligned with where your business is going, where you desire to go. And of course, it has to be time bound. We're going to have realistic deadlines and milestones. Now, for this exercise, we're going to be using our deadline as 12/31, because we want to make sure that this time next year, when we go back and look, we've accomplished our goals. And you will work on milestones later, which are little sub goals in between. But for now, we're going to speak directly to 12/31, 2023. All right. Now, how do we determine if your goal is attainable? Now, one of the most difficult things with developing SMART goals is determining how attainable they are. So here are some tips to help you. Now, remember, make sure the goal challenges you. Don't set a goal that's too easy or too hard. If it's too easy, you won't apply yourself. If it's too hard, it'll demoralize you. So it be realistic, yet challenging, so that you can hit the balance that you need. Now, here are things you really want to pay attention to. Time. Determine how much time you have to reach your goals, and also ensure that you have an understanding of other tasks potentially competing for your time while you're working towards your goals. Yes, something may take an hour to do, but if you're already working 20 hours a day, do you have time to do that, right? Or do you need to get more help? Then you want to look at funding, because you need to assess if you have the money to achieve your goals. I'm telling you, as a business person, almost every goal that you want to achieve, there will be a financial investment in it, or it'll be an extreme amount of time done. So know that in most cases, you'll need to spend money in order to save time. When my clients hire me, it is to save time on their end, because there's certain things that my organization does relatively fast. We get, whether it be Facebook ads, developing marketing plans, funnels, things like that, that we're able to do faster than they can. Of course, they can do it and it may take their time, but bringing us on board helps them to stay focused where they need to be focused on. Motivation. Ask yourself how truly committed you are to achieving your goals. And this reminds me of the very first episode of the iconic Cosby Show, where Heathcliff Huxtable is talking to Theo, and Theo is sitting there going through this goal he has of being just a regular person. And he's like, I'll ride a motorbike, or I'll eat bologna and cereal, and which meant he wasn't really he was willing to make sacrifices in order to make life easier for him. That's not how we work in business. You don't make sacrifices to make things easier for you. You make sacrifices so that you can get more work and do better, and to achieve the goals that you have. So you want to be truly motivated to these goals. If they align with your vision, chances are you're already motivated. But really do that deep dive within yourself to see how bad you want each goal, not all your goals together, but each goal. Information. Research to ensure that you have all the knowledge you need to reach these goals. You don't want to just make something up and be like, hey, yes, I want to create an app for my business. If you don't know what goes into an app, you might want to hold off on making that one of your goals or resolutions. Do the research to get there. Skills. Take an inventory of the skills you need to possess to reach your goals. And last but not least, support. Determine if you need any assistance in reaching these goals, these resolutions. Chances are you will. Um, you know, at the end of this, I'm gonna, give you an offer to sit down with me, get a free assessment of those that you set for the year, and see if there's any way that my company can help you. And that support that we give, like we really look and help you to strategize where you need to go, what you need to do, and see if there's any way that we can support you in getting that, because trying to do it all on your own, or even just with a small staff, can be rough, right? So we want to make sure that you do these SMART goals and focus on the attainability of them as you're writing them out. So here is the complete resolution formula, right? So it says it's the resolution goal with the SMART upgrade, which you've already figured out, plus your so that statement. And that's how you have a complete resolution. So read something like, here is what we're doing um, for this reason. And I'll give you some examples of some of the resolutions that we have here at Prototype Consulting Group and Launch with Carl this year. Of course, I'm not going to let all of them, because some of them are proprietary. But here are some that we have. By 12/31/23, we will streamline all operational processes within Launch with Carl Prototype Consulting Group so that I can focus on growth strategies and providing high quality services to clients. Right now, there are a number of operational things that I do within my company, and I want to get those streamlined so that they're easier, whether it's myself doing it or somebody else doing it. And we'll get into that part of it tomorrow when we reach our plan of action and milestones. When we talk about what gets us to these, so that it's not just us thinking that comes out of midair or us spending more time trying to make it happen. But let's see what are the strategies that it'll take to get there. And we're going to talk about that again, like I said, tomorrow. The other one is by 12/31/23, we will 7x 2022's revenue so that the company can reinvest in itself, hire more staff, and I can live a better life. I mean, it's really a part of the entire resolution. Like I said, we do our so that statements because we want to really identify what are all of the reasons that we're able to do this and why we desire to do it. Next one, by 12/31/23, we will create at least 3 public-private partnerships so that remember that so that statement, our community footprint will increase and will establish predictable and consistent revenue streams. So all of those things together create the resolution for this. And then, of course, finally, by 12/31/23, we will have a total of at least 12 offering programs ranging from $27 to $15,000 plus, so that our target market and clientele will be able to find a program to suit their needs and budget. So, as you see with this, all of these are SMART goals. I've done the analysis to see if they are attainable. Yes, they are very, very specific. They're measurable. So I'll be able to say, hey, did I 7x or did I just 5x? How many public-private partnerships was I able to get? The attainability is there. I've done the research. I've done the marketing, the market research, and the study that's necessary for me to be able to say, yes, this is achievable. And then, of course, like with they're all time-based, and we've established what the timing is for the end of it. Again, when we come back tomorrow, we're going to take these and we're going to say, all right, so what is our plan of action milestones to get to these points? What will I need to do first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? These are what makes them stick. This is what makes it so that you're actually able to achieve these things. And one of the worst things we could do is just have a resolution for the year, because all of a sudden we look up, it's October, and we haven't even gotten halfway through any of them. But we want to set it up properly because we do want to look at it again from a global and high level standpoint. So anybody coming in, anybody who say, hey, look, how can I help your business? Because oftentimes in this in our field, we come across advertisers who run into people and like, hey, I help with this, I help with that, and this is a way to even be able to audit when someone comes to you with an offering to say, okay, does this align with any of the goals that I have set for this year? If not, it's easy to pass. If so, it's easy to say yes. And that's what it's really about, making sure that it's as easy as possible to run your business. And so that's all for today. Of course, there's homework. What I would like you to do is create your smart resolutions today. And I would love, love, love if you would post them in the comments in our Facebook group under this video, and get input. You get input from myself, other entrepreneurs, and you never know where your next customer or partnership will come from. And so, post these smart resolutions and really flesh them out, make them enjoyable, make it fun, make it something that you can make. Remember, they're supposed to be very smart, specific, measurable, achievable. Again, that achievable and attainable piece is very, 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 very important. And then last but not least, we will talk about tomorrow how to ensure that you achieve these goals. That's the fun part. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. You can go back and watch this video anytime this week. Then afterwards they go away, right? Which would be fun. So yes, so please take the time to do so. Should you have any questions, comments, concerns, metaphysical speculations, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to working with you. Have a great one.